Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Grant on the return. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. The numbers for Beckham in last week's effort. 9 catches, 103 yards, and a touchdown. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. In a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Mayfield now from the 50. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 7-7, our score after 1. On 4th down, it's Howard. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there. That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Check back 40. Check back 40.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Mayfield. It's brought in by Harris. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On second down, it's Ingram. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Here's Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and short.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. 1st down, Mayfield. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That was shades of Tennessee Volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jackson on 1st down. This one complete to Ingram. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So a holding penalty, and that'll send them backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Now it's Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated, or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out? Because we had an even half.
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
25 yards that time.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have now moved out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy
nowhere to escape, and he goes down? Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively.
Hey, Haywood!
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, It used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Kyle Van Noy leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, wouldn't be some...
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
50's a mic, 50's a mic. Let's get it together, defense, let's get it together.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
you don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to win?
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Ronald Blair. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Returnable for Grant. The great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first. They'll run on 1st down. Ingram, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score now.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mayfield finding Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Mayfield and the Browns. Down 28-21, a minute 6 to play. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And the return will stop right around the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.